World Pride, the international LGBTQ plus celebration, is underway in Washington, D.C. against the backdrop of the Trump administration rolling back LGBTQ plus rights and protections, particularly for transgender people. The co-creator of the ACLU's Freedom to Be campaign, which advocates for trans people's rights, says that makes the event all the more significant.
There's nothing that Donald Trump has done or can do to LGBT people that we have not faced before. We have to show up for one another and show that no, the power actually lives with us, the people. And if, he wants us sitting in our homes, scrolling on our phones, terrified of what will come next, I think what's important for us to do is remember that courage is contagious.
But President Trump's anti-DEI policies have led some corporate sponsors to drop out, and some foreign transgender groups have canceled their participation. June Crenshaw is the deputy director of the Capital Pride Alliance, the Washington, D.C. group hosting World Pride. June, when Washington was selected to be the host city for World Pride, as I understand it, the idea was it'll be a celebration of the 50th anniversary of D.C. Pride, the Washington, D.C. Pride event. With what's happened with the second Trump administration, has the emphasis and maybe the tone changed?
We certainly expected for World Pride to be a different celebration. And since the Trump administration, we've had to pivot and really go back to our roots when prides were protests, and to really shift to an advocacy type of approach, but not forgetting the fact that we needed to build unity and community and also experience joy. We weren't prepared for the swiftness of these real horrific actions towards members of our community, and really are having to adjust to the new circumstances. And again, Washington, D.C. is a perfect place for this, because it's a place where resistance occurs, activism occurs, but also progress.
Some people who were planning to come from foreign countries, sort of outsiders looking in, have expressed concern about personal safety, particularly transgender people. 3 European nations have issued travel advisories. The Canadian LGBTQ plus rights group Eagle Canada canceled its participation. We have a bit of tape here from a member of Toronto's Club for Trans and Binary Swimmers. Let's take a listen.
Can my team's rights be respected? Are we going to be arrested just for existing? Are we going to be assaulted and have the authorities defend us instead of the attacker? Those are all questions we couldn't definitively say yes to, so we had to say, no, we can't come.
What do you say to people who have those feelings?
Those are really legitimate concerns, and we certainly don't want to minimize anyone's safety. We are asking individuals to consider their safety and their entire circumstances when making a decision to attend. But for those members of our community that can show up, we're asking you to show up. It is so important for us to have unity and visibility and resistance in this moment. The Trump administration wants us to disappear, and really showing up for World Pride is a direct no to that request.
A number of longtime corporate sponsors have pulled out, citing the administration's orders on DEI. Booz Allen Hamilton, Deloitte, Comcast. How have you been affected by that?
We've been impacted by that, just as many prides across the nation and even globally. I would say that we've seen probably a 20% reduction in our corporate sponsors than years past. And it's hard to tell the most vulnerable members of our community to be visible, to resist, when corporations that have resources and power are not finding avenues to do that. So it's disappointing, but it sets us back to our roots of, really looking to the community and not brands to advocate for us. There have been many organizations that have continued to support and to stand with us, and we have a long memory of who those individuals are.
To be sure, there are celebratory events. There will be a parade. There'll be a street festival. What's the overall message you hope comes out of this event?
That we are a strong, resilient group, that we've navigated this before, that there's opportunities for us, again, to show unity, to come together, to develop an agenda of fighting back, that should be strategies around protecting the most vulnerable members of our community that are losing rights, the ability to serve in the military, and a whole sundry of other things that are happening. We are here, we're not going anywhere, and we need to come together and fight back all the horrific laws and the ways in which our community is being targeted.
June Crenshaw, thank you very much.
Thank you.